6th grade math with Mr. Anderson.
All right, class, today's math lesson will be kind of similar to yesterday's, except we're going to have some whole numbers mixed in there and some improper fractions and mixed numbers. So let's just review on how to order a decimal, in this case from least to greatest. Well, first you have to look at the digit farthest to the left, the biggest digit. In this case, the ones. 8 ones here, 2 ones, 1 1, 1 1. Okay? I can already tell that 8 is bigger than any of those other numbers. So going from least to greatest, I know that this number will be my biggest number. And then 2 is bigger than 1 and 1, right? I think if you have 2.32 pounds of gold, it's bigger than any kind of 1 pound, no matter how many spots to the right of the decimal point. 2 is always bigger than 1. So 2.32. Done with that. Now I just have two numbers to compare. So the ones are the same. What do we do next? We go to the next digit to the right, which is the tenths. That's 0 tenths. That's 1 tenth. Well, 0 is smaller, so this is my smallest number. And then 1 is bigger. That's the next biggest. Okay? If that doesn't make sense, sometimes people like to, if this goes to hundredths, make this go to hundredths. Put a 0 on the end. Now think of it as money. $1, $10. $1.01 would be smaller. Okay? On this one. Okay? Least to greatest. I want you to do that really quick. Shouldn't take you very long. So, 1, 2, 1. Here's my biggest. 2 and 3 tenths. Okay, so 1 and 1 are the same in the ones. Let's go to tenths, 2 tenths, 1 tenth. 1 tenth is the smallest, 2 tenths is bigger than 1 tenth. Okay? Now this one. Okay. So we have 1 and 1/8 here. Now I can already tell, that's a 1, that's a 2, that's a 1, that this is my biggest number right here. 2 and 3 tenths. I already got that. So now we just have two numbers to compare. Okay? So I have to turn this into a decimal. So every fraction is a division problem. 1 divided by 8. Remember, the bottom number is always on the outside. Are you getting sick of 8s yet? We've been doing a lot of division with 8s. 1 times 8 is 8. Subtract 2. Put it in 0. 2 times 8 is 16. Subtract 4. Put it in 0. 5 times 8 is 40. Subtract 0. Okay, so this would be 1 whole here. And the decimal part is 0.125. Okay, now I can compare. The ones are the same, we already said. Got 1 tenth, 1 tenth. Okay, go to the right to the hundredths. 2 hundredths. How many hundredths are here? 0, right? So 0 is smaller than our 2. So 1.1 is the next number. And then 1 and 1/8 would be in the middle there. Okay? So it's kind of a combination of yesterday's. Now this one. Do this one. And when you have it, push play to check. Take charge of your learning. Actually do this so you know what to do in IXL. You get done a lot quicker. Go ahead. All right. So 7 and 3/10 stays the same. This is in your notes. 1/4 is 0.25. This one, 7 point, well, I've noticed there's so many 8s on my IXLs that I just don't want to erase my work. I just did 1/8, and it's 0.125. 0.125. All right. Now this one says greatest to least. Did you notice that? So my biggest, well, they're all 7s. Go to tenths, 3/10, 2/10, 1/10. Oh man, that makes it easy. They're already in order, aren't they? 7 and 1/8. Okay, so this is a 2 and this is a 1. All right. Try this one. It's least to greatest this time. And then push play when you have it. All right. Now, we make this a decimal. Times 2 times 2. That would be 2/10. So that would be 3.2. This one would be 2.75. Now, wait a second. Did you do all that work? Because if you did all that work I just did, you didn't have to. You might be saying, what? Yeah. Look at the holes before you do anything. 3 holes, 4 holes, 2 holes. Ha! I don't have to do any math here. Just put them in order, because 2 is the smallest. 3 is the next biggest. And then 4 would be the biggest. You said look at the whole numbers on this one. Okay, so notice that on your IXL, sometimes just the whole numbers are bigger and smaller. Just look at that. This one. Okay. So what's different about this one? Well, we have an improper fraction here. 7/2. The last one here. Okay? Now, what can we do to make this a decimal? You could turn it to a mixed number, then turn that mixed number into a decimal. But there's an easier way. It saves yourself one step. Because remember, every fraction is a division problem. So I would just turn this to a decimal right away. 7 divided by 2. 7 divided by 2. Remember, bottom number is on the outside. And this is improper, so I know my answer is going to be bigger than 1. Right? So how many 2's fit into 7? Well, that's 3. 3 times 2 is 6. Subtract 1. Put your decimal point. 0. Bring it down. How many 2's fit into 10? Oh, got my decimal point. That's 5. 5 times 2 is 10. Subtract 0. So 7 halves, or 7/2, is the same as 3.5. Now it's pretty easy to put them in order. And look, this one's already in order as well. This is 1, and that's a 2, and that's a 3. 1.75, 2.65, and 7 halves. Okay? So let's make sure you're actually working these out for your IXL. Make sure you get it right. Because as you know, if you miss one, you go back quite a bit. You just take the time and write it down. It actually save you time in the long run. All right, greatest to least on this one. Go ahead. Push play when you have it. 2.25. Doing the easy ones first. 2 and 3. All right, 9 divided by 8. 8's fit into 9, that's 1. 1. Decimal point in, 0. Bring it down. How many 8's fit into 10? 1. 8, subtract 2. Put it into 0, bring it down. How many 8's fit into 20? That's 2. 16, subtract. That's 4. Put it into 0, bring it down. How many 8's fit into 40? That is 5. All right, now greatest to least. So this is a 2, a 1, and a 2. Well, I know 9/8 is my smallest. because that's a 1, so that's going last. So I've got a 2 and a 2, and then we go to the tenths, that's 3 tenths, that's 2 tenths. And 3 is bigger than 2, so 2 and 3 tenths, and then 2 and 1/4. Okay? Alright, this one you can use a calculator. So how are we going to do this? Okay, so here's my calculator. So we have 46 point, we do 1 divided by 7 equals, oh, well that's a big number, isn't it? I don't have to put all those numbers in. I'm just going to put maybe 4. So 1, 4, 2, 8. Okay. That should be good enough for me to compare. I don't have to put them all down. Now this one, 287 over 6. So that'd be 287 divided by 6. Oh, it's repeating number here. So this one is 47.8. And the 3 is repeating. I'm going to put just a few in there, just so I can compare easier. And this one is just what it is, 47.79. And this one, 46 wholes. Now let's divide with the calculator. 5 divided by 9. We get the decimal. Oh, so it's just 5 repeating. So I'll just put a few 5s in here. If I need more, I can always add more. Okay, so this is from greatest to least. So I have 46, 47, 47, 46. So I know my two 47s are the biggest. So then I'm going to compare. That's 8 tenths, and that's 7 tenths. Okay, so 8 is bigger than 7. So my biggest one is 287 over 6. I'm done with this one. And then the next one is 47.79. Okay, I've got 2 left now. I have 46 and 46. So that's 1 tenth and 5 tenths. 5 tenths is bigger. So 46 and 5 ninths. And then 46 and 1/7 would be my smallest. So that's how you do it when you get to the calculator portion of your IXL. And that's it. So, good luck on your IXL. Once you hit 75, you can use a calculator. Okay? The rest you shouldn't need to because they're just not that hard, and you need to know how to figure this out without a calculator as well. All right. If you have questions, let me know on math. Good luck.